Ninth. Hello class ninth. Today we start with difference between bean seed and maize seed. As you know, bean seed is dicot seed and maize grain or maize is monocot seed or monocotyledons, because only one cotyledon is present here. One cotyledon is also called here, that is scutellum. Now difference between the bean seed and maize seed. Bean seed, two cotyledons present. In maize seed, only one cotyledon present, that is called scutellum. No endosperm. Here in maize grain, large endosperm is present. In bean seed, large embryo. In maize grain, small embryo present. In bean seed, large primule, and in maize grain, primule is small. Now primule becomes a shoot, and radicle becomes a root. Hilum and micropyle clearly visible here in bean seed, and hilum and micropyle not visible in maize grain. Now what is the difference between now before we start with the type of germination. Now what is germination? Germination is the process of the formation of the seedling developed from the embryo. What is germination? Germination is the process of formation of a seedling developed from the embryo. Formation of a seedling developed from the embryo. This is germination. The seed contains a dormant embryo. In a dry seed, the embryo is inactive. It is said to be in a state of dormancy or the period of rest. It appears to be without life, but in fact all the chemical activities of life are going on it. Although they are very slow and little food is utilized. The dry seed consume oxygen and give out carbon dioxide, means respiration occur in it, both in extremely minute quantities, and they release some heat as well. When placed under proper condition, the dormant embryo wakes, and that is, it becomes active and start growing into seedling. All the changes leading to the formation of the seedling are collectively called germination. Now conversion, formation of a seedling developed from the embryo, this is germination. A fresh seed from a plant normally does not germinate even if the condition for germination are not favorable. It must pass through a period of dormancy during which it undergoes physiological maturation. This is germination. Exactly what is germination? Germination is the process of the formation of a seedling developed from the embryo. The seed contains a dormant embryo always, means it is in inactive form. It is said to be in a state of dormancy. Germination are of two types: hypogeal germination and epigeal germination. Hypo means under, epi up. Epi means up, and hypo means under. Means in hypogeal germination, epicotyle elongates. Now what is epicotyle? Epicotyle is this part. This part is called epicotyle. Epicotyle elongates and cotyledons remains underground. In this hypogeal condition. This is germinating seed. This is seed in dormant condition. So in the soil surface, it start to germinate. That is germination start. Germination is of two types: epigeal germination or hypogeal germination. Now in epigeal germination, hypocotyle it elongates and cotyledons push above the ground. Here present cotyledon push above the ground, that is in castor and bean. Here in hypogeal cotyledons remains underground. Cotyledon remain underground, it not pushed above the ground. This is the basic difference between the epigeal and hypogeal. Here in hypogeal germination, the cotyledons remains underground. It not pushed above the ground. But in epigeal germination, this cotyledon push above the ground. In both the case here, in epigeal germination, hypocotyle elongates, and in hypogeal germination, epicotyle elongates. Now germination of the bean seed, that is epigeal germination. Germination of bean seed, that is epigeal germination. The seed swell up after absorbing water. The radicle elongates, extend towards into the soil. Hypocotyle elongates. This is hypocotyle elongates, and plumule reaches to the surface of the soil. Cotyledons come out of the soil. Here cotyledons come out from the soil, in the out of the soil. So the germination is bean seed is epigeal. Now hypogeal in maize grain, like in maize grain. And pea, the seed absorb water and swell up. Same here. The epithelial layer of the scutellum secrete enzyme which convert starch into the endosperm into sugar and transfer into the cotyledons. The radicals grow down and plumules grow up. The radical grow down and plumules grow up. The epicotyle enlarge and cotyledons remain inside in the soil. This germination is hypogeal germination. This is hypogeal germination. Here cotyledons remain inside the soil. Or here hypocotyle elongates. Here hypocotyle elongates, so it is called hypogeal. Here epicotyle elongates, so it is called epicotyle. Epigeal germination. Epicotyle elongate, so it is hypogeal germination, and when a hypocotyle elongate, so it is epigeal germination. See here, it is written here, epicotyle elongate, so it is hypogeal germination. When hypocotyle elongate, so it is epigeal germination. The condition for germination, good condition for water. Seed absorb water from the soil. The uses of water includes rupturing of the seed coat and activate the enzyme to convert the food into the dissolved form for the embryo. Second, temperature and optimum temperature, that is about 25 degrees centigrade to 35 degrees centigrade is generally favorable for germination. Oxygen for cell division and cell growth of the embryo, energy is needed. This is provided by the respiration using oxygen.